Welcome to Super Profit Club. In these videos, we bring the lessons that you can learn and which include mindset, psychology of trading, what are the do's and don'ts of trading, and what are the pitfalls that you should avoid. So these lessons, cover a lot of things in swing trading because it's not only about taking a trade or identifying a trade, but it is also the mindset and psychology play a very, very critical role. These videos are for the educational and learning purposes. Do not construe this as an investment or trading advice. We do not offer that. Though I believe that if you use the lessons and learning that is given in these videos will help you to trade profitably. My name is Sumitkgupta and I'm the founder of Super Profit Club. I've been trading in the stock market for more than 18 years. And I've seen my share of success as well as losses. I've been on both sides of the market and know what works and what doesn't work. If you like this video, share, subscribe, and like the video, and keep coming back for more learning lessons. In this video, what I'm going to share with you is the 5 points or 5 things that you can do to profits from the stock market month after month. Are you ready to learn? These 5 points, if you apply them and if you use them, I'm sure they will take your trading to the next level and you'll be able to trade profitably. So the first one is that you should control your emotions. Whenever you act on emotions, you either spend money or you lose money. The single biggest reason why traders lose money in the stock market or why they don't earn money is because they are acting out of emotion. Whenever you act on emotions, either or take a decision based on emotions, you will either spend money or you will lose money. Let me give you an example of that. Let me give you an example on the emotions on spending money. If you are married and if you have kids, you would see your kid actually you emotionally to get what they want, right? So let's take an example. The child is not too well, right? It's just a little cold weather and the child is asking for an ice cream. When you think logically, you say he's not, in the right frame of health, and also it's a cold season, so it can deteriorate health. That's what you can think logically, right? And you might deny a couple of times, but then the kid starts crying or doing certain things that where you get a little bit emotional, right? And you start thinking out of emotions, and then you shell out money and buy him an ice cream. Now, what happens? You spend money there because you acted out of emotion. Now, I'm not saying that you should not do that. However, the decision should be based on logic, not emotion. Another thing which I've seen in the stock market when I talk about the emotion why people lose money, which is in play, is that how can I be wrong? That's the biggest emotion playing because you have taken one trade, right? It goes against you and you keep in that trade even after the stop loss is hit or even if it keeps going down. You are thinking in your mind, it will come up someday. Now, that may be the conscious mind in play, but actual emotion which is going through is how can I be wrong in selection of this stock? So control your emotions. That's point number 1. Don't look to multiply money. When you do so, you actually are under a pressure and you would lose money. Please understand, wealth creation is a process. It's not an event. It's like, buying a lottery ticket and hoping to, win. Yes, it could happen one in millions of case, right? It can happen. But it is not a sure shot. That is a process. You will need to keep buying lottery tickets, right? And one day you might win, but there is no guarantee in that, right? So creation of wealth is a process. Always look for adding money using the power of compounding. What does that mean? I've seen a lot of traders, they put in 10,000 rupees and then they trade in options or something and they expect the money to double or triple in 1 or 2 days or 3 days or maybe in a single trade itself. And then they think that they can do it 10 times and they will make a lot of money and their money can keep doubling every second or third trade or in a week's time. That is not going to happen, I'm telling you. Rather than make consistent profits, keep adding more money, through the profits. So as an example, if you start your trading with 1 lakh rupees and if you earned 15 to 16% or let's say 10% even on a month-on-month basis, and do not take that money out, what you're doing is you're adding money. Okay. Which means ki in 1 month you made 10% profits. So it's 110,000 rupees next month. Now, if you were to make 10% again on 110,000 rupees, that will become 121,000 rupees. And again, when you again earn, let's say 10%, another 10% on that money, that will become 133,200. And that is the process of wealth creation that you will see coming along. Okay. So look to add money, not to multiply, because it's not going to happen. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Don't go for it. I have tried many things and it didn't work. And I've seen thousands and thousands of traders trying to do it, but it doesn't just work. The third point is that you should have a system in place. Systems work, people fail. If you do not have a system, do not trade. Now, what is a system? The system is basically, it includes, it's a sequence of processes, right, which you should follow. There are various components of a system. Like when I talk about a trading system, it will include how do you identify trades, a trading plan that you need to create. What is your reward to risk ratio? What is your maximum risk that you should take on a trade, right? Also, what are the evaluation, the way that you evaluate a trade? How do you analyze it? So that's a system. And use a system and keep working on it consistently. Once a system is working for you, just keep working on that system. And also understand that there's nothing, at least I haven't been able to find one in last 18 years that I've been trading, that, you take up a system and it will churn out the trades, which will go to the target level every time. It is not going to happen. Okay. It is always based on the probability, and have that system, follow that system which works for you, and keep following that. Unless you do that consistently, it is not going to work. Like, you can also think of an example of a treadmill, right? So if you buy a treadmill, it's not, going to make you slimmer or make you lose weight in a day. There's a process for that. You have to use it the way it is recommended. You have to use it the number of minutes or time that you need to do based on your weight or whatever objective that you're trying to achieve. What will happen if you don't use the treadmill at all? Right? It might be very good treadmill, but it will not work for you. What if you use it only on an occasional basis, or maybe use it only once or twice and then you say it doesn't work? Just think of the trading system also that way. That's the third point. The fourth point is to have the right tools in place. When you can look at a chart, you can analyze that. You should have an online account is required. You may need a computer to analyze your trades. So those are the tools that you need. If you don't have those tools in place, how could you be successful? How could you earn money? Sometimes people keep using tools which are not working. I've seen a lot of people use candlestick charts, and I'm not against candlestick charts, but what I'm trying to say is they just pick up two things. Dozy is coming up, or a hammer pattern is forming, and that is the time, go for the kill. Yes, it can happen. It may benefit you once or twice, but you need to use the right tools. Just think of an example. You have a hammer with you, and with that hammer, you want to cut a piece of wood. Will it work? You can break the piece of wood, but you cannot be able to cut it, right? For cutting, what you need a saw or an axe. You can't do that with a hammer. You will only break the wood. So you need to have the right tool. Similarly, if you have to fix a tap, or if you have to screw or unscrew a tap, what do? You need a wrench. Neither the saw nor the hammer will work there. So have the right tools in place. And if you have the right tools, you will see how profitable you can be. That you also need to invest time in learning these skills. The skills to use the system, the skills to use the tools, the skills to be disciplined, the skill to control yourself, to manage your greed, to manage your risk, to manage your capital, to use your money wisely. All those are the part of the skills that you will need to learn. Okay? Invest time in that. Warren Buffett said the best investment that you can make is in yourself. If you invest in learning, you will definitely be earning. Always remember that the learning precedes earning. Once you learn something, just take the L away from that, and what you are left with is EARN, right? Learning will precede earning. And that is what you have to do. First, you learn doing something. If you went to a job, what you would have done? You have learned how to do that job. And once you have learned, you need to keep repeating that and then doing it. once you're doing that consistently, then only you will get your salary paid at the end of the month. It doesn't precede that. So always remember, learning will always precede earning. So invest in that. This is the way you can earn. So if you implement these 5 points, I'm sure you can be highly profitable. The first one is control your emotions. Whenever you are acting on emotions, either you lose money or you spend money. The second one is, do not look to multiply money, but to add or compound your money. The third point is, have a system in place and work on that system consistently and regularly for it to work for you. The fourth point is, have the right tools in place. And finally, have the skill, invest time in learning to use those system, that tools, or whatever you have. So I'm sure you will implement this. And if you like this, like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Keep coming back for more such lessons. I wish you all the best. Have a great day.